Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmuhu Paratatve Sada Lino Ramakrishna Samagneya Yo Dharmastapanarato Viresham Tannamamyaham Adigurum Jagadvandyam Lokadisham Paratparam Navayuga Pravartaram Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Shri Sharadam Vishwamatam Shishyavrandam Cha Shodhasham Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. We are entering into Vedānta Sāra, the essence of the whole Vedānta. And here we see Vedānta is though it is a specific, valid authority for knowledge, gaining knowledge, there are others. This is one of the 6 darshanas. The 6 darshanas: Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Purvamimamsa, Uttaramimamsa. These are the 6 Shad darshanas. Of the Shad darshanas, this is one of the darshanas. And when we come to just knowing, just for knowledge, this is not our subject matter. The Nyaya is totally logic and reasoning. And it is almost the early stages of formation of the philosophical concept in the Hinduism. So, in that, importance is given. The true knowledge can be attained through reasoning and through logic. And then, when we come to Vaisheshika, it is the basis of existence is atom. And there is a definite path. All these are valid path for knowing, getting the knowledge. Now, how much of knowledge, what knowledge is going to give is slightly different from each other. Not like Vedanta. But the knowledge that is necessary, as far as possible, ultimately to lead beyond the nature is the main aim of all the darshanas, Shad Darshana. And then Nyaya, Vaisheshika, then Sankhya and Yoga. They are almost go together. Sankhya and Yoga. Sankhya is the whole nature, consists of 2 important principles: the consciousness Chaitanya and Prakriti. They are eternally 2 entities which the universe is made up of. The pure Shuddha Chaitanya and Prakriti. They are never one. They are 2. At all times it is 2. Then Sankhya and Yoga. When we come to Yoga, Patanjali Yoga, each has a sage who has formulated except Vedanta. And this Yoga, in Yoga, whole thing is self-control. Self-control and transcendence of nature. Various types of samadhis and all he will discuss. And then when we come to Purvamimamsa, it is Karma Kanda. Purvamimamsa exclusively dedicates itself for the ritualistic worship and all that, through that thorough purification of the self. And self is also one of the ingredients involved in the worship or the rituals. That is their concept. Just like all this one, are necessary. Now I want to do a ritual. So many items and all are necessary. Atman is also necessary. That is the understanding. But anyway, it is meant for the thorough purification. If the purification is over, nothing to worry. The light shines by itself. But it is just like primary schools and all schools are there, our classes are there up to graduation and post-graduation. Similarly, to some extent, but it leads to the ultimate realization. But given only a particular ladder, each is a ladder, not directly linked, but eventually it takes to the ultimate reality. Now when we come to Uttara Mimamsa, this is called Vedānta. In Uttara Mimamsa, especially, it is exclusively associated with Advaita Vedānta. And mainly the Brahma Sutras of Vyasa are the authoritative writings other than the Upanishads. And then Shankaracharya's Bhashya. These two highlighted the Uttara Mimamsa. Though it was there from the earlier times, these Vyasa, after writing this Brahma Sutras, and Shankaras writing the Bhashyas and presenting it, it became the popular. But it remained exclusively in the hands of a few sannyasis. And when the Buddhism came, that is not orthodox, it is heterodox. Understand darshana, we don't say, it is a philosophy, but it is not orthodox philosophy. So they don't accept, there are many are there, Charvakas, Jains, all these, Bauddhas, they are not the orthodox, we don't bring them into, because they don't accept Vedas. Vedas as authority, we have these 6 darshanas. And when we come to Uttara Mimamsa, Upanishads are our direct understanding. We enter into the Upanishads after studying this Vedānta Sāra, because basic understanding of existence is to be known. Especially, who am I, what is this world, what is beyond. What is my relationship with the existence, Satchidananda. So we slowly enter into the, first we begin with the, what are the qualifications of a person who wants to know. That is most important part. As we go, we have to see that we cultivate these things in our life. It goes on telling, we have to raise ourselves. Can we have that practical attitude in grasping the truth and then making it my own to the extent possible, and not without any conflicts with the external, my duties and responsibilities. Because in Advaita we see it has no problem with anything. It accepts everything, but not as the ultimate reality. Now, I see a dream. I have seen it. I have seen it. It is not there. Anybody says, show your dream. I cannot show. You will see again, I cannot see. But I have seen. It is a real. Now, this reality which I see in dream, daydreaming and all that, it is called now Pratibhasika Satya. It is Satya, but it is appear and disappear. When we go in deserts, we see water. Marichika, we see. And then we are thinking water is there, but it is not there. We have seen in the roads when we drive, we see water. Hot days. It looks like water. As we go near, it is not there. These are called Pratibhasika Satya. Then we are seeing each other, just like we are seeing a dream, we are seeing each other here. Next moment I am asleep, it is not there. when the universe dissolves, then also nothing is there. Now, this truth which we are passing through, because Vedanta says you cannot say this world is true because it is not trikala abhadita. All the time, this what you are seeing must have been there earlier, it must be now, and it must be tomorrow also, through eternity. Through trikala, past, present and future, it must pervade the past. If it is not, appearing and disappearing, what do you call it? Real. So because it is disappearing, I saw my father, mother, they are no more. I saw so many houses, no, so many trees and plants I saw, they are no more. Appearing and disappearing. Can we call this real? Is the question. So, but we are seeing it. Though it is impermanent, though it is uncertain, still we see it. So when we see it, we have to take it as truth. This is called vyavaharika satya. It is vyavahara, in vyavahara not the truth. This is also accepted by, this is also mentioned specifically, this is vyavaharika satya, but not paramarthika satya. So then ultimately we come to the paramarthika satya. So beyond all this, in which the universes appear and disappear, unchanging eternal reality. And when we go take up the inward journey and go within, crossing one by one layers, we get the 10th door which opens into the infinity again. And when we try to travel as the creation came down, we'll see in the end of the Vedānta how they take up this. Oh, this universe is nothing but the Prakriti Tattva of that too material world. Prithvi Tattva. Prithvi Tattva came from Jala Tattva. Merge this whole, in the whole universe is reduced to Prithvi Tattva. Prithvi Tattva is merged in the Jala Tattva, Jala Tattva in Agni Tattva, Agni Tattva in Vayu Tattva, Vayu Tattva in Akasha Tattva, and enter into the infinity. Objective ultimate we call Brahman. Subjective ultimate we call Atman. Subjective ultimate and objective ultimate are one and the same. Brahman and Atman are same. It is just like I am in a hall, I am going out from the front door and looking at the sky. I come inside, I have seen the sky. I go backward, I emerge from the back door and see the same sky. And I say, I have seen sky again. But I will not know till this last understanding comes, oh, wow, the same sky I am seeing. Because I am confined to this world, I am confined to this room only. I say, is it one sky I saw from the front door and another from the back door, or they are same? And the doubt also doesn't come, because you are not there and you are experiencing intense joy. You are in the ocean of joy, whether it is subjective ultimate or objective ultimate. You are experiencing the same thing. So somewhere Guru again reminds, oh my child, what you saw going out from the front door is the same what you saw from the back door. Come with me, I will take you to the top of the building. Then he goes to the top, takes the jiva to the top of the building. Now you see, you came from there and saw the sky. You came from there and saw it was one. So that Atman and Brahman are one and the same. So this understanding, now how we travel, you see, one by one, conquering. That's the last stages we, subjective, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya, crossing one by one, layers covering my soul, Atman, I pass through. In an inward journey, I reach the same truth. So this is, there we see, it is Paramarthika Satya, ultimate reality. So we don't deny this. In Vedanta, nothing is denied. Everything is explained. this is also Satya, but I say it is not ultimate truth. This is also truth, but now like school, first standard is right or second standard, all are right. Similarly, we say the path to truth is step by step, every step is truth. The Satya is the sopana on which the ultimate truth is reached. From lower truth to higher truth, lower truth to higher, little by little, like step by step, higher truth, higher truth, higher truth. Now somebody asks me, have you taken food? I say yes. Suppose I am spiritually awakened. Somebody asks me, have you taken food? I say yes, I have taken food. But I know in the heart of hearts, I have not taken food. I am spirit independent of body. In my mind I will think, oh, I fed my body. Just like I feed a child, I fed my body. That is the difference. Now, I has changed. From lower truth, I am the body, to a higher truth, I am the Jivatman. Still higher we go. From Deha Bhava, we go to the Jiva Bhava. Still ahead we go from Jiva Bhava to Atma Bhava. Entering into Vijnanamaya Kosha, we get the spiritual awakening and dissociation from the physical body. Then crossing the Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya, we enter the infinite eternal existence, unchanging reality. So there from Jiva Bhava, we go to Atma Bhava. So in the whole process, the one thing, the Advaitic, we need a strong foundation to go. We cannot leave the heart empty because man is basically an emotional being. He wants love. He wants to be loved and he wants to love. Where to center our emotional feelings? If not God. So here we see, we take recourse to the Saguna Sakara also. It is not denied. Saguna. Nirguna Nirakara is ultimate, but it manifests as that's why Sri Ramakrishna says, never limit God. God is unlimited. Don't never say, God is this alone, nothing else. Never say. Because God can be anything. If you say, is Saguna Sakara alone and is not Nirguna, you are denying God. He can be Nirguna Nirakara also, many more things. If you say he is Nirguna Nirakara only and not Saguna Sakara, again we are making the same mistake. We are limiting God. God is unlimited. You are limiting God, you are putting within this small framework. He is Nirguna Nirakara. But we are seeing Saguna Sakara everywhere. Where from it came? Is there? That's why we say when we reach the ultimate, we will see there are no two, one absolute existence. The seer, seen and the sight merge in each other, Triputilaya, and one existence remains. But when I realize the truth, ultimate truth, my dream ends forever. I am seeing myself identified with this physical body and this world independent of the reality. So I am seeing from here I have to emerge out. I have to jump out and see the reality. How do we recognize the truth? Dissociating from body, how to dissociate, how to transcend the nature and go beyond. So the whole thing we go through this text. From tomorrow we will enter into the main text. This is sufficient for our basic understanding, the Vedānta Sāra, how to just to enter the minimum requirement. If we can take the these Shad Darshanas separately, individually later on. It is interesting, but it is not necessary. If our purpose is to realize God, a little understanding, and this little understanding we need to stand firmly on the whole life is there. I am an emotional being. I have to love. I have to love God. I have to love the world. On standing on what? On the unshaking, strong rock foundation of Advaita. Advaita will never allow you to fall down, because it is the whole being is accepting it as the reality. So we will end today at this moment. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.